Hey guys, I am here for your breakfast read aloud. We have 2 more books in the 3 Little Pigs series that we're doing. This one is called The 3 Little Pigs by Paul Galden. All right, let's see how Paul tells this story. The 3 Little Pigs. I'll make sure it's focused on here, JC. The 3 Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with 3 little pigs. She had no money to keep them, so she sent them off to seek their fortune. I've heard a beginning like this, and I've even heard the word sow used for pig. Do you all remember hearing that from a different 3 Little Pig story? The first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me that straw to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with it. Along came a wolf. He knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." No, said the little pig, "not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. We've heard something like that before. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in, and he ate up that first little pig. We have heard that before. Now we've read them where the little pig gets away, and we've read them where he eats it. There it goes flying through the air. The second little pig met a man with a bundle of sticks and said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. Then along came the wolf and said, little pig, let me come in." No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. Uh-oh, looks like a hungry wolf. Well, so he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and at last he blew the house in, and he ate up that second little pig. Sounds familiar. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. Soon the same wolf came along and said, little pig, let me come in." No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." Well, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow that house in. That's a cool picture, really close up. At last the wolf stopped, huffing and puffing, and said, little pig, I know where there's a nice field of turnips." We've heard this before. "Where?" said the little pig. "On Mr. Smith's farm," said the wolf. "I will come for you tomorrow morning. We will go together and get some turnips for dinner." "Very well," said the little pig. "What time will you come?" "Oh, at 6 o'clock," said the wolf. Well, the little pig got up at 5. He went to Mr. Smith's farm and he got the turnips, and before the wolf came to his house. "Little pig, are you ready?" asked the wolf. The little pig said, "Ready? I've been and come back again, and I got a nice pot full of turnips for a yummy dinner." The wolf was very angry, but then he thought of another way to get the little pig, so he said, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree." "Where?" said the pig. "Down at Mary Gardens," replied the wolf. "I will come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we will get some apples." Well, the little pig got up the next morning at 4 o'clock and went off for the apples. He wanted to get back home before the wolf came, but it was a very long way to Mary Garden, and then he had to climb the tree. And just as he was climbing back down with his basket full of apples, he saw the wolf coming. "Little pig," said the wolf, "you got here before me. Are the apples nice?" Yes, very, said the little pig. I will throw one down to you. And he threw the apple as far as he could throw. And while the wolf ran to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. We've heard a story very similar to this. The next day, the wolf came again and said to the little pig, Little pig, there is a fair at Shanklin this afternoon. Would you like to go? Oh, yes, said the little pig. When will you come to get me? At 3, said the wolf. Well, that little pig went off at 2 o'clock and bought a butter churn at the fair. He was going home with it when he saw the wolf coming. The little pig jumped into the butter churn to hide. The churn fell over and rolled down the hill with the little pig in it. This frightened the wolf so much that he turned around and ran home. Later, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him what had happened. A great round thing came rolling down the hill right at me, said the wolf. Ha! I frightened you then, said the little pig. I went to the fair and bought a butter churn. When I saw you, I got into it and rolled down the hill. The wolf was very angry indeed. I'm going to climb down your chimney and eat you up, he said. When the little pig heard the wolf on the roof, tap, 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 he hung a pot full of water in the fireplace. Then he built a blazing fire. And just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig took the cover off the pot and the wolf fell in. The little pig quickly put on the cover again, boiled up the wolf, and ate him for dinner. Look at his hairy tail sticking out of the pot. And the little pig lived happily ever after. Look at him, he's planting his own turnips. Now, was this book very similar, that means alike, to another book we read? It was. To this one, The Three Little Pigs by James Marshall. In these two books, the wolf let's see, eats the pigs, I do believe. Okay, eats the pigs, and then this one, they go for turnips. The wolf goes there first. The pig goes there first. Goes for apples. The pig goes there first. Goes to the fair. Rolls down in a butter churn. And boils him and eats him for dinner. So, James Marshall and Paul Golden told a very similar story. They weren't exactly alike, but very similar. And that's how you compare, tell how things are alike, and contrast, tell how they are different. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. We have one more Little Pig book to go for tomorrow morning. See you later.